Alright, citations everyone. This is yours truly, Feniqkuzsu umu, and we continue our journey of Final Fantasy XII, the Zodiac Age, this time hunting the Thextera. So every time I complete the first hunt, the Road Tomato, and you're able to go to Giza Plains to get the Sunstone from for Old Dallin in order to be able to infiltrate the palace. I always take Penella with me to grind a couple levels. If I remember the original 12, because actually from this point you can actually go all the way to Nabana, and if I remember correctly, the original 12 you could get better gear and stuff like that. And so usually at this point I try to grind out both Vaughn and Penella the most that I can, really just for shits and giggles. Really, this time I didn't really do it. I tried the best that I could. I did manage to go to Nabana, and then the small town, or not town, the village, and that's like by the river in the Esther Sand. Where else did I go? I went pretty deep into the Western Sand, as far as where there's that teleport crystal before you're able to go to the Sand Sea. But if I remember correctly, I think there's some Imperial there stopping you from actually going in. And I went to Zernan Caverns. These are all places you're definitely not strong enough to go to, but I just like to, take my chances and whatnot. And so here, like I said, we're going to hunt the Thextera. And yeah, in the OG FF12, I think by the time that I meet Fran and Balthier, I want to say I already had my first quickening for Vaughn, if I'm not mistaken. But of course, I was a lot younger and had a lot more time and energy to grind out the game for sure. But anyways, aside from this series where I do all the hunts and the bosses and stuff and just kind of yap on about the the gameplay that you see on the screen and just like my experience with these hunts and the fights and whatnot, me and the homie Warrior from Battle at the Crossroads have actually thought about a cool idea. And it's something that I'm sure has been done before. I believe I've seen it on YouTube, but maybe give our own spin on it. Where I go ahead and read the bestiary for different creatures. Maybe do them like YouTube shorts or something. And then read what it says in the log. And then, of course, all the extra stuff that comes with it. All the other extra logs. And then maybe just come up with some stories or some fun facts on the creatures and monsters from the world of Ivalice. I don't know. I just think it's a cool, neat idea. And me and him have been discussing it. And I just think it'd be cool. Ooh, Saba! And hell yeah, we have defeated the Thextera. Now, on to the next one.